Welcome. So, welcome to Shadeinthecity. It's your girl Nels. I'm going to be doing the recap of the Shy, Do the Shy Thing. This is season 7, episode 6. As you're coming in, please make sure you are hitting the like and subscribe button. And hey, Demarcus, I see you. I see you, boo. But yeah, so I'm going to run this intro and let's get shady. I was trying to be greedy, y'all. It didn't run as long as I expected it to. I thought I had a chance to put another cracker in my mouth, but apparently not. You said this episode is the 8. You know what? Oh, hey Tracy Boo. You know what, Demarcus? I can't give it an 8 because I am tired of everything that happens in one household happening to all of Chicago. Everybody's on a boat. Everybody's having a Father's Day cookout. Everybody, like, it's a lot. Like, can we have our own little storylines and situations going on? Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody got the power out. So yeah, everybody basically in Chicago. It seems like all of Chicago. I agree with that. A solid 6. Everybody in Chicago got their power out, except for, rich ass Alicia. She got a generator. But Rashad's genius ass want to be in the hood, hanging out with Victor, dealing with it. Okay. And apparently, this is the hottest day in Chicago in the summer. Darnell went over to Emmett's house to help him out with the groceries, getting the groceries out the fridge so they don't go bad. So he asked about Damien and he let him know he's holding down the Fort of Smokies. And he really don't be doing nothing but be in his phone, watching the games or whatever. And Darnell said, it's a problem. Okay. Said that he even been in counseling for it. Then he had to go to rehab. And he just got out. So Darnell explained that, I didn't think that gambling was a big deal either until my daddy lost the house because of it in a poker tournament. So he told him, to watch out for Damien. Let me see what you said. I'm surprised that Alicia didn't know that Reg was working under her brother, Quentin, and Duda. Okay. Exactly. Like, can we have our own different storylines? Like, literally everybody, and it's for the past few episodes. One thing that happens in one household, it happens everywhere. Alicia is some different shit. I would have been over at Alicia's house. Listen. Salute to Spike Leaks, do the right thing references. Okay. All right. So then once again, I agree. Lazy writing. It was super. And like for the past few episodes, come on, I can understand you need a break for one. But like, come on. So Alicia, once again, brings up the beautiful life that she is providing for Tiff. She get on my nerves with this mess at this point. And then she basically tells her that she need to keep her legs closed for Nook. Stay away from him, okay? She said, I can't be having you sleeping with the person that possibly, had something to do with taking out my son. So she like, hold up. I thought you said it was Zay. And Alicia said, I really don't know for sure. She was like, Zay could have been saying it to cover his own self. So she tells him to stay away. People love copying everything. Yes. Hey, Cortland. Let me tell you something. I've been telling y'all the man was evil. I told y'all Reg was evil. Where's need to go? Like, are we in agreement now? Now that was some real. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It took him smashing his little girl that he brought over for y'all to see the light, huh? You think that's what it is? That she just wanted to work? But I don't know if I don't think she knows that Reg worked for Duda. I think she just knows that, he's a killer. Oh, you've been seeing in the past episodes. Listen, I don't know. I don't think Reg was this bad. I don't think he was this bad, but I really think I just want him gone, y'all. I just want Reg gone. More than Nook. Really, DeMarcus? Really, DeMarcus? Let me take this off my screen. That's why they brought him back to agitate and disrupt. He definitely is. He's agitating me. So Jake was texting some girl, like y'all are talking about. Or should I say woman, because apparently this chick is Reg's age. And then Reg snatched the boy's phone, reading his messages, talking about invite her over. Super weird. Super weird to me. Oh, am I frozen? Did I go for a second, y'all? Okay, well, basically what I said was Jake was texting some chick that was about Reg's age, and then he snatched the boy's phone, telling him to invite her over. And I just thought that was super duper weird. Jake got his karma when Reg smacked DeMarcus. First of all, he's a kid. Okay, he's a kid. All right, he has to learn. Reg is a grown man, and that's his real brother. It's not the same. They're both wrong, but it's not the same. Grown women, what's up with these Chi-Town ladies? Written, getting wrong. Listen. And it really seemed like a lot of them. I'm not gonna say the Chi-Town girls. I'm gonna say the people in this show. It's giving. They're for the streets. So then over at Smokies, they really pushing, this gambling narrative with Damien. Damien asked his brother for a loan for $3,000 and said because he owes somebody. And he was like, Daddy told me about your little problem that you got. So he tells him it ain't nothing really to worry about. But he's like, listen, I'm gonna loan it to you, but you better give it back. Okay. And never ask me for a loan again. Okay. Let me see. That ending could have played out different ways. It depended on Bakari, what Bakari told Alicia. Listen, if I was Alicia, I would have been questioning Bakari because why they coming to you? They must think that you know something. And the fact that I'm helping you out, you all up in my face playing cool and nice, but you might know something about who took out my son. I would have had a problem with that if I was Alicia. You can't invite girls over with your brother. Why not? Listen, no, you just shouldn't have dirty people like that around you. Let me see. Really, DeMarcus? Always on the wrong road, DeMarcus. Wrong road. Oh, her name wasn't Teresa. I know it was different. It was given real Chicago like. It was different. But yeah, but you know what? This chick wasn't like grown. I guess maybe she was closer to Reg's age, but I don't think she was actually Reg's age. Yeah, Jay got his car. Really, vacay, really? You gonna agree with DeMarcus? Really? You see what I meant? Victor is being replaced with his other side trick. No, he said he got to get rid of Trig. He said he gotta off him. Okay. Okay. Then we see Pastor Zeke. He's doing a funeral for Khalil. The brother that got buried with his chains on. Nook is there, and Pastor is talking about pow violence, and then afterwards he tries to explain that he put his life in danger just because he was showing off. So Pastor Zeke was like, "But you put your life in danger every day." Okay. And he told him, well, listen, the day will come when God will judge you. And that man said, well, it ain't today. You don't know. The day ain't over with, homeboy. Okay. But you know what? He was like, lucky you. No, you used to call him Jake the Snake. All of this for Reg Love, really? All of this for Reg Love? Tucson is ready to arrest everyone to save her son. But Reg, especially, yes, yes, she is. And I mean, Reg need to be first on that list. I listen. I wonder if Pastor Ezekiel know that Nook took out Pastor Stanley Jackson. Mm, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he would be so close to him the way he is. So then we see Darnell, Rashad, Victor. They sitting outside in this hot ass sun. Okay, talking about social media and girls. All right. Um, and I don't know how they're enjoying themselves in this type of heat. I mean, hottest day of the summer. Can't even go in nowhere to get no AC. Yeah, I don't know. Um, then Rashad starts complaining about Alicia and how the house is overcrowded, and all she's concerned about is Tiff and the baby. That's the center of her universe. Like, this man got options. Like, sir, you went from pillar to post, okay? Couch surfing. And Victor said, listen, I wouldn't mind waking up to Tiff every day. Rashad talking about how he about to give Alicia her walking papers. And Darnell told him, you are the most ineligible bachelor that I know. Okay. You stay leaving a beautiful woman's bed. Then this man said he wants to see Alicia be more submissive. And Victor told him, so you want her to take orders while you living in her house? I says, preach. Okay. He said, well, I'm her protector. She pays me to be her bodyguard. Exactly. She pays you, sir. You ain't on her level. All right. So Darnell told him, basically nothing out here in the streets, okay? But since y'all out here in these streets, make sure y'all wrap it up so y'all don't end up like Emmett out here with, all these babies. Let me see. Where'd I leave off? Goodness, hold up, y'all, hold up. No, I don't love Reg. That robe looks soft and comfortable, by the way. TikTok. I love me some TikTok. Okay, they was definitely talking about TikTok, but I love it. Listen, now that I can sit cool and scroll all day. All right. Sometimes it's cooler outside than inside. I agree, but let me tell you something. I'm not gonna want to be sitting, congregating, having more people around me with no conversation. It's cooler when I'm sitting outside by myself. More air flows that way. I don't need you taking up my good air. Okay. The more of us there is, the harder it is. So that defeats the purpose of me being outside. So no, I'm not having a Ponderosa. Okay. All right. I wonder how would Lene feel about Bakari being a part of the reason why Jamal got. Mm. I mean, it's not like it was on purpose, DeMarcus. Okay. Why would he think that Jamal would have been there? Wrong place, wrong time. All right. Sometimes it's cooler outside than inside. I agree, especially in the hot part. Yes. Alicia is throwing a party every day at her house. Child, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like it's party, it's boats, it's just all the same. Like, I just need people to just be doing different stuff. Just be doing different stuff. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I think that Tucson will tell Lene and Dom that Jamal was. Well, hey, welcome. Rashad is a tool. He just doesn't realize it. He's always been a tool. I just don't see why she laid down with it though. They know whenever they don't say the nickname, only government names, it's the cops. Alicia is mourning in her rich way. Victor could help save Jamal's life by calling 911. Victor? What? But Victor wasn't there. You talking about when Jamal got hit? Victor wasn't there. All right, so let me see. All right, so yes, basically, Reg, we know, is a weirdo. Jake had the girl come over, and he's basically telling the chick, why you want my little brother? He's the student, and you got the teacher right here. I was just like, oh, that is some weird. That's some weird mess. Then, soon as the food gets there, Reg puts his arm around the girl, all up in the girl's face. Then this man takes the girl to the room to smash and talking about some. Well, she ain't worth your time if you see she's so quick to mess with me. We would have knew that if he wasn't trying to step to the girl. Reg stepped over that man and didn't even call. Yeah, Reg did. Yeah. Foul and cringy Reg. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all this man needs to go. He's nasty work. Okay. Reg did make a good point, but still foul. What point he made? What point he made? Because, all right, so then we see Pastor Zeke. He's having a church cookout. I used to love them church cookouts, boy. They used to be so fun. My grandfather was a pastor. I used to love going to them. And the Vacation Bible School, loved it. But yeah, a lot of people showed up. He's giving Papa all his things for his social media outreach. And, Charles got to jump in talking about, well, I did my outreach the, old school way. And Papa was like, yeah, by laying hands on people. Okay. We know how you get down, homie. So Pastor Zeke said, he just wants to see people turn out when, he ain't just passing out no free food. So Charles said folks want to meet people. And they started talking about, having a dating seminar. And Papa actually felt like it was a good idea. So Pastor Zeke said that he'll think about it. Then they noticed Sarah was there, hurried up, snatched her little ass up. Okay. And was like, girl, you can't be here. This is the Black event. Okay. So she was like, oh, okay. So I'm welcome, all loud and stuff. I'm welcome in your office after hours, but not after cookout. Like, girl, just go. You're right. That's right. Yeah, you're not welcome. Okay. Let me see. Jake should have went to Nuck and flipped right after Reg took her in the room. Listen. He ain't gonna do that. He's still loyal to his brother. Hey, Blatant Truth. Yes, the free food. But shoot, when I used to go, I was a kid then, but they used to have like the bounce houses and all your little church friends and stuff. Shoot, they used to be. It was fun. It was fun. Okay, Reg and Jake, Sharon, that's what it was. Teresa. I don't know. I don't know what the girl name is. Okay, just like Jukebox and Kanan, Sharon, Candy, and OG. Demarcus. He didn't want to share. Okay, he didn't want to share. All right, team. Demarcus, you love being on the wrong side, don't you? You know what? I'm not gonna let you get my blood pressure up today. Okay. And I know you ain't talking about the other Charles. I know you're talking about this one. But he's still a slime bucket too. All right. I'm waiting for him to be Dre. I keep thinking it's happening. Probably not. Wrong show, Cortland. Wrong show. Pastor Charles, reach out and touch somebody's hand. he is nasty work. Papa would be a hypocrite if he hooked up with Lene. Yes, he would. I would be so disappointed in Papa. Oh yeah, you a PKA? I mean, technically, I'm not a PK because it was my grandfather. It wasn't like my parents, but yeah, my grandfather was. All right, so Tucson. Hey, Xavier. Hey. All right, so Tucson got the forensics back and found that the vomit at the scene belongs to Bakari. We knew this was gonna happen. We saw this happening. I don't know who brought it up. It might have been a few of y'all, but I know we seen it happening. But the only info they have on him is that he got pulled over previously for driving a stolen vehicle. But they don't have no family on him because he's a foster child, and they don't have no address. What's up, Dan the man? All right, so then yeah. I know Treese gave the memo last week. Well, also so did what's the man named Darnell gave the memo that money and spades don't go together. But apparently, Damien didn't get that memo because here he is out playing spades, betting the money that his brother let him loaned him in a spades game. You don't know if they didn't get. What if they got it right then? Okay, it was in forensic. The forensics just came back. Okay, maybe they got it when they got the body. All right, all right. I knew Bakari vomited would come. Yeah, okay. I think it was you that mentioned it, Demarcus. Xavier. We already agreed that it's lazy writing, okay? It's lazy writing, all right? What's up? It's a wrap for Bakari, Jamal, and Trig this season. Big dog. Prayers up to the goodness. Goodness. Well, we know Jamal is for sure one of them. I would hate to see Bakari go. We need to add Reg to that list, though. We need to add Reg to that list. All right. So let me see. So Tucson pulls up on Victor talking about she's looking for his brother, and he's like, I don't know where Jake is. Then she pulls out a photo from the ATM, and said, no, that ain't the brother I'm talking about. And he's like, I don't know who this is. I can't tell from the picture who this is. Okay, so come back to me when you got something. And she was like, sure will. And really, you really can tell. You really can tell. All right, so after Reg and the girl finally emerged from the room, she left, and then Jake punched this man in the face. I said, yeah. But then his punk ass ran to the bathroom and locked the door. I said, you better get away, boy. You better get away because he gonna whoop your ass. All right. But he got lucky because then Victor showed up, about them robbing the ATMs. And he told Reg that the police is looking for him. Then he got a text from Tiff asking him to bring over some junk food. And this nosy weirdo all in his phone talking about who texting you, sir? Why? I'm not your girl and I'm not your man. Like, get out my phone, okay? So he was like, you don't need to worry about my business, okay? And basically, he said, listen, if you want to take your butt back to jail, that's fine, but keep Jake out of it. He was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to take care of the cameras next time. He was like, if there is a next time, I'm going to take care of you, okay? Then Jake told him, listen, you can have an apartment, all right? I'm going to live with Vic. Reg tried to raise up, and Vic basically was like, yeah, no, he's coming with me. Sit your ass back down. All right. Then he wanted to talk about, oh, y'all forgot all the stuff that mama said, sir. You're a dirty bird. Okay. Don't nobody want to be around you. All right. All right. Let me see. Not Trig. I like LGBTQ. Okay. We don't. Team Reg all day. You know this, tighten up. Let me take this off my screen. Why would Hannibal team up with Damien over 6K over gambling? Damien is a beginner at space because he thought he was good. Okay, he thought he was good. Didn't he beat him in the game? He thought he had some skills. All right. I would love to see it happen, Vacay. I would love to see it happen. I want Reg to get his ass whooped so bad. And then off the show. Okay. Jake is no different than Tyreek. Sir. I think there's some major differences between him and Tyreek. I'm not sure how you came up with that. Okay. That was Jake's karma, but I'm happy as hell Jake served Reg with that one-time knuckle punch. Reg is controlling. What? Reg is controlling to the weak and vulnerable only, not to trick. Okay, I agree with that. I mean, and plus it's his little brother. Like, I mean, of course he's gonna be scared of him. Now we want to bring mama out of that too, but exactly. A little, Reg get on my nerves. Um, Emmett's reaction when he finds out his brother lost that money. Cortland. Let me tell you something. He better not find out. Okay. He better find a way to come up with that money. But you know what? Though his daddy said, "Watch out for him." He ain't say loan him no money to go gamble. Like, well, I guess he said it was to pay off a debt, but whatever. All right. So Trig low key had yes, he did. Talking about you forgot what Mama said exactly. Oh my God, I wish Trig would have whooped his ass. Kind. Apparently, y'all are loving what Dan the Man said. Now it makes sense why Emmett got them paws in season 7 trailer. Oh, what you thinking? He beat up Damien? Mm. Okay, so then we see Rashad goes to break the news to Alicia that, you know what, this just ain't working out. She said, I knew you was temporary. Boo. You can and will be replaced. I said, yes, Alicia. Um, she said, listen, we're from two different worlds, but it was fun while it lasted. Then this man gonna talk about some what he say? Oh no, she said you're a sweet man, but I got my sights set on other things. He was like, what, like Bakari? Sir, this is not the time to get jealous. Didn't you come to break up with me? Okay. Um, but he said, y'all still got a job? She was like, yeah, I still need your protection. There's a war brewing. And I need to know that I can count on you. Okay. Oh no, you said that already. Okay. For sure. And clearly he liked to be. He broke up with the only one that was giving him a place to lay his head. And clearly he liked to be. Nook better use this to team up with Alicia and Reg and get rid of the others. Well, Kane took Effie from Tariq. Sir. Okay. All right. I still want to be on the payroll. Exactly. Exactly. But you know what? At least she don't give a damn because she was done with his ass anyway. So she like, listen, all right, if I could have you on the front lines and pay you and it ain't hurting me. So whatever. I ain't got to lay down with your ass no more. Emmett beating the mess out of Damien. Ain't like him to begin with. Now you lost his money. Emmett about to beat the holy mess out of Damien. Fingernail polish and all. Bakari is still trying to figure out whose side he wants to be on. He better figure it out fast. Rashad and Keith together gave me flashbacks of the movie ATL. Yeah, I can see that. I just didn't like their conversation. It was just, and they wasn't even like, they didn't even know each other in lockup. So I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. Rashad can go. Sorry, not sorry. You know what, Dan? That's the first thing I'll agree with that you said. Yes, I'm cool with that too. So Vic went and brought Tiffs and White Castles, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. This would have got me. Okay, you ain't got me White Castles. I mean, I guess it's out there, but for me, that's a 4-hour drive. So you gonna give me White Castles? Listen. All right. She said she appreciated because at least you don't let her eat like that because she felt like it's not good for the baby. She said at least she didn't eat the magic mushroom, and he said he's still recovering from it, and told her that he saw the old him trying to take him out. But he broke free. He woke up and broke free right before it happened. So he said that he thinks that it means that he has to take out the old him, and it scares him because he doesn't know who he is without it. And she told him he's amazing and he's a good man, Savannah. And then it looked like they almost kissed. And then Jamal is out doing food deliveries. You know what? And see, I should have known something was up because I didn't think it was a big deal that he was out doing food deliveries for Smokies. But I was like, they must be showing it for some reason. But yeah, he's out doing food deliveries for Smokies, and then he helps these kids out with the fire hydrant. Who was playing with the fire hydrant when they was a kid? Because I used to do that too. That water is the coldest, and I used to get paid to wash people's cars. Hurry up and throw soap on them things so we can run it through the fire hydrant and get some money. Let me see where I left off at. Papa's looking for love, wanting the church dating that with Charles. His character is becoming irrelevant. Yeah. I knew we'd get there. As long as we ain't talking about Reg, we could. Keisha too busy chasing after that man. She needs to go find EJ. Hold up, Keisha. You mean Tiff? What man Keisha chasing after? All right, Big and Tiff don't need to hook up because that's bad for business. I just think it's weird. It would just be weird to me. She's gonna be cleansed with the White Castle. Googly eyes, kiss her trig. Tiffany not trying to be this season while carrying another man's baby. Character development. I just think, just like she said, she just don't know who Rob's real iller is. Otherwise, I think she would have gave it up. Fire hydrant. I can't even talk. Fire hydrant participant. Yes. Well, I miss them days. Dom should have. He's doing Uber eating. Why he work at the restaurant? See, I ain't even bring him up. But since you took us there, I gotta serve you. Oh my God, no, don't. All right. I think Jake is close to flipping on Reg completely. You think so, Cortland? I don't think she's gonna flip on him. I don't think he's gonna flip on him just because it's his brother, but I think he is tied to him. A lot of these characters are irrelevant because why is Jamal, Tracy, Dom, Darnell, Jada, these pastors? They used to not be irrelevant. And that's bad because they got rid of so many characters already. And now you're right, there's a lot of irrelevant characters. You would post a video with you blocking Reg from the audience. What? Oh, did I? Is he? Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I promise. It's just clearly it was just meant to be. It was meant to be that way. Okay. Yeah, I meant Tiff. Okay, confuse them and their pregnant bellies. All right. I've been saying that Victor and Tiff makes no sense. Reg got to go. Yes. Yes. Somebody that agrees. Reg got to go. You see? Yes, Mimi. All right. Will you kick me out if I tell you something that may happen next episode? Absolutely not, Cortland. Absolutely not. Especially if you tell me that Reg is gone. Listen, you'll be the fave. Tracy is very relevant. She's the baddest bee on the show. You know what? I'm gonna just take that down because I disagree with that. I don't think she's the baddest on the show by any means. Tucson really wanted to arrest Duda. Remember, he had her son be in prison. Okay, come on, Xavier. They're doing a good job getting rid of all the unnecessary baggage this season. Trig, annoying girlfriend, gone the first episode. Duda side piece gone. Little girl gone, but she'll be back. All right, Jamal actually got his karma for beating down a girl in season 4 when Alicia shot him. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. All right. Maisha gone, Jim gone, Bakari's sister gone. Yeah, everybody's gone. They didn't got rid of everybody. All right, so Sarah's back at the church with Pastor Z trying to figure out why she has to remain a secret. And he said that, he's just coming off of one scandal. And girl, being with you would be a scandal. Look in the mirror. She's like, yeah, I know I'm white. And he said, well, act like it. The hell? So she said that, she's free to do whatever she wants. And he was like, yeah, well, I'm not. Okay. I'm not willing to tear down what took me so long to build. And, he asked her for some time. And she said, I'm so understanding. Of course, I'm going to give you the time that you need. Had to make room for the real MVP. I know you ain't talking about Reg. Are you calling Reg the real MVP? Sir, listen. All right. Rashad and Keith, they chopping it up about jail and how things changed since coming out. This is the conversation I was talking about. I felt like it was just whatever. He let him know that, he's mopping floors now at Smokey's, while Rashad said he's doing security for a woman he used to be with. And then he starts talking about how he's trying to give Tracy his last name. Do Tracy know that? Does Tracy know that? Cause she over there sniffing around past Charles, okay? And said, he let him know that her son passed a while ago. And he was like, yeah, she let me know. And that's the type of woman that'll change my life. Rashad said he had a few women that helped him turn his life around. Yeah, we know. Just trash bucket, okay? And then, he says that he also goes to a men's group that helped with that as well. Says Emmett is a part of it. And of course, Keith wants to be down. He wanna be down. All right. Let me see. Oh, y'all laughing at my MVP comment? Because we know you was talking about Reg. I know you was. I just know it. Keith is another tool. I agree. Victor is close to taking out Reg. See the signs. Cortland, I am here for all of that. I am here for all of it, brother or not. Okay. You don't know it yet either. I wonder if Kenya tell Alicia Rashad character Renee that Nook took out Rob and set up Zed. Alicia Rashad character Renee is Kenya's grandmother. Okay. Keith, Trig, and Rashad strapping up for Reg next episode. So does that mean he's gone? Is somebody actually going to hit him this time? I'm so mad Keith got Tracy's vacay. Child, everybody get her draws. Okay. Everybody do. Don't be mad about that. So then we see Damien still in the game. Could have called it quits because he was apparently close to winning. But dude basically told him, hold on, wait, what? Basically, he told him, all or nothing, and they bet more money. I think he even bet his partner's money. He's like, trust me, I got this, da 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 da, and they lost all their money. Sir, sir. You laughing because you know it's true. All right. Cortland, step into my office. Let's talk. Your boy Trick on this season, big dog. Reg or Nook putting him down. Oh my goodness. Charles got to Charles next. I agree, Dan. How'd that make you feel, Vacay? How'd that make you feel? All right. Yeah, he bet Hannibal's though too. Okay, that's what I thought. Would you be okay with Reg and oh yeah, I would be okay with that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he ain't got to be off, but as long as he's gone, I'm cool with that. So Jake is sitting in the house with Victor talking about why Reg is the way he is. He basically said that he got small man syndrome. Okay. He was the smallest kid on the block. He used to pick fights with everybody, so nobody would mess with him. And after a while, he just got comfortable being a boogeyman. Victor said he wasn't always there for him because he was busy hustling. And then he started making his own money on the streets and really wasn't nothing he could do at that point because he was already gone. So Jake was like, what about me? And Victor was like, you are the reason I came back. Um, and he said, I don't want you to be like him. I want you to be like yourself. Let me see. Vic, hey, you know, I'll agree with that, but as long as it's after Reg, I'm cool. Are you responding to Cortland? It would be a huge plot twist if we lose Victor this season. So Marcus, that one I'm not ready for. Okay. Look under the radar right now. And we know he under the radar because of homeboy with the chains. He taking out people for wearing too many chains. He is not taking no chances. Okay. I think that Tiff is playing the damsel in distress act to try to get Trig to take out Nook. I really don't think she knows yet, DeMarcus. I don't think she's like, we know that Alicia mentioned something to her that it could be, but I think she really didn't know. Yeah, it's in. Okay, this is for Dan. Will D-Tech recruit the other one this season? I think her other partner about to. Okay. All right. Let me see. So Tucson ran up on Bakari and told him, I got to talk to you. And she was like, no, I'm sorry. He ran up on Bakari and he was like, I ain't got to talk to you. And she was like, okay, well, Lene might. And she was like, well, I know she was in the car with you when you got pulled over in that stolen car. And then she starts talking about how his DNA was found across the street from Rob's body that was dumped. And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. She was like, listen, it was Thanksgiving. You probably ate a lot. And, maybe it was the shock of seeing a body that made you vomit. Okay. And I don't think you did it, but I think you know who did. And asked if it was Reg. And I felt like that just put like a little, put a little bug in his ear, like, I could put this on Reg. And she said, you know what, if it was, I'll make sure he goes away for the rest of his life. And basically, and gave him the card and was like, call me, when you're ready to talk. Let me see. Tiff is not really sure if it's Nook yet. I agree. Okay. Tiffany said she has a feeling it was the wrong guy. That made me angry. She wasn't even there. We said it's lazy writing, Cortland. We said it's lazy writing. Alicia wants to clean the streets. Nook trying to make money and lay low. Reg wants to run the streets and let the world know it's time to turn up. D-Tech trying to stop it all. Best season since season 2. I agree. I just, you know how I feel. I'm not even going to say it no more. Okay. It's the truth. I'm not even going to say it anymore. You know how I feel. All right. What to me would make the season better. So Tiff will give Trig another shroom to get Trig to unalive. DeMarcus, oh my goodness. I'm surprised Lene and Bakari haven't spoken yet. Papa better move in quick, but I don't think they will write that for Papa with Jamal being Pop, maybe. I agree. And it is kind of weird that they haven't spoke. Tucson is ready to arrest Reg for anything, even if she finds out he was littering Ivory. And give him life. Okay? And give him life. Let it go. He here for the long haul. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. So Keisha and Emmett were laying down in bed talking about how the day was rough, with the kids. They also appreciated, having each other. And then the power finally came back on, apparently for the entire city. Okay, because everybody had no power. Then Bakari is over at Alicia's house and let her know that a detective approached him about Rob and asked him if Reg took him out. And see, this is what I'm saying. If I was Alicia, I would have been asking Bakari why the detective thought you knew something. Out of everybody in the city, why is she approaching you? Why she thought you knew something? So she didn't even know that this man existed. Okay. So he had to explain that, yeah, he's Jake and what's that boy name? Victor's brother. Everybody thought he was gone, and now he's back. So she said that she was told that it was Zay that took out her son. And said, so then why would she ask about Reg? And she asked him if she thought that he had something to do with it. And he said, I don't know. So she, asked where she can find him. And he said he'll give her the address. So then we see Jamal on the phone with Dom, basically telling her to wait up for him. And then he wants to go make a delivery to Reg. And I'm like, how much Smokies can you eat? Because he just had it earlier that day. He literally just had it earlier that day when he was smashing his little brother's girl. Like, how much barbecue you want? Anyways, while he's making the delivery, Alicia and Rashad were staking out the place and, to see what he looks like, or at least I thought. And then she starts blasting. Completely missed this man. I think she might have got him in the arm. Okay. I don't even know if it went in or if it just, grazed him. But she took out Jamal, which I thought was stupid. I thought it was dumb. But whatever. Nook needs to stay away from Alicia and Tiffany before they find out the truth. Agreed. I wonder if Alicia and Tucson will cross paths because of Reg. I need Tucson and Reg to cross paths. Okay. Y'all know what's really going on to turn this season up. The season ends with D-Tech pulling up at a house outside the city, letting Brandon Johnson know he can come home. Okay. This was too easy for Bakari to tell Alicia just to push the story forward. Lazy writing. Exactly. Yeah. I think we've been saying it's lazy. It's just been lazy writing. Thank you to Marcus. I knew when Jamal was on the phone, something would happen to him. Predictable. Exactly. Alicia probably used Judge Michelle Bradley to get Tucson in her back pocket about Reg. Alicia, wild word, just pow, pow, pow. Elsewhere, we see Reg pulling up to the state prison to pick up the OG after he get out. Season 8. Okay. But she is the sister of Q. I don't think that Jamal is alive. Oh, okay, DeMarcus. You just think he's just out for a little bit. Okay. So is Dom staying in the house to take care of Lene? I thought so. I mean, I know that they stay in the same house, so I thought so. I mean, but Lene is, she basically grown, so. But yes, so that was the end of the episode, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday, well, the rest of your weekend, and really, I'll see y'all tomorrow for our live tomorrow. Alicia became a person who unalive with no purpose because she just, yes. Is your name Chanel? Because that's my name too. It's just spelled a little different. Thank you, Vacay. Till tomorrow. Yes, guys. So yes, we will be doing BMF tomorrow. Okay, so if you have not already, hit the like button. Make sure you comment, you subscribe, and you hit the notification bell. Make sure you're following us on all the platforms, TikTok, IG, Blue Sky, and Facebook. And I will see you guys next week for a recap of episode 7. And yes, Chanel. Yes, okay. Yes, that's how, and see, that's how mine is spelled. Thanks to Marcus. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys.